It's an interesting week, isn't it, Peter?
Are you in a trade?
In a trade. Oh, no, 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 no. I was wise enough
Huh?
in order to see the signs and
Is that a
did
song?
not open up my prop firm and say goodbye.
What? Okay, that was so lame.
Not lame. What you meant
Very
was
lame.
cool.
No.
You know what is cool, Peter?
What is?
Welcome in everyone to Revelations for Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. I'm your illustrious trading guide, Tom Sacred Prophet Hartman, joined for the time being by my first acolyte, Peter a Bad Guru Hartman. On Revelations, we go over the trade setups for the past day and the day ahead, all to teach you, the congregation, how to use divine indicators to trade for profit and purpose. Today, we'll be taking a look at MNQ from the lens of a prop firm trader, as well as Bitcoin crypto futures. So, like, follow, and listen because the next few minutes might just change your life. Peter,
Yes.
one of my guilty pleasures when I am trading or even not trading is to go online and see who had a different perspective of me on the day,
Hmm.
whether it was going to be trending or chop or whatever, and how well they did. And I generally favor those people who did poorly betting against the way that I did.
You
It's just
favor
one of those
them?
things. Yeah, I prefer those kinds of posts.
Okay. Why? It makes you feel better?
Well, it's one of those. It's one thing for me to take 5 steps forward. It's another for everyone else to take 5 steps back. Then I took 10 steps forward.
Okay. All right.
That's just how it is.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
how it goes.
I guess that's one way of
And today
looking at
was
it.
yeah. So today's one of those days. So we come hot off of President's Day, right?
Mm.
So we had a half trading day yesterday, and yesterday we came in on the 15th here, right with the VWAP levels, right? The price closed here right with the VWAP levels from the 13th of February on Friday. So when we come in right on VWAP levels, what do we say? We talked about this on Sunday. Chop. We have to assume chop for the next day. Yeah, assume chop for the next day, which is essentially what happened, right? We want this oscillation around VWAP. What do we see here? If we zoom in here on Monday, what we saw is that the price came in. Let's just hide a few things here so you guys are not. I know sometimes little baby birds can be a little bit intimidated by too many lines on the chart. Let's just make this a little bit clearer. So let's even hide this one. We come in on the day. We immediately clear the previous day VWAP levels. Hey, what are you going to do? We cross up, we cross down. And then this happened. We crossed up on, this is 130. The price moved up. And this was a move like, even as I was in it, I was like, oh man, I wish I was in it, but not really. Why? Because it's trying to get up to this level over here. It's trying to get up. I'm just saying that it's moving in that direction. That would have to be my target, the next level up. And I can imagine we have enough volume on a half day. Was this the half day? Yeah. I can imagine we have enough volume to beat the Friday before. Like we're supposed to make the same distance up to these levels? I don't think so. So I said, I ain't trading this. I'm not trying to trade this at all. And if we put on the levels we're on the 15-minute chart for the MNQ. Let's just go ahead and put on the 2-hour levels. We This was a 4 a.m. pivot. I would have to have been online around 4 a.m. to even be looking for a trade like this, right? I saw someone mention this online, time over price, and that's the way like I think about it. I'm looking for time first to enter a trade or exit a trade, but really to enter the trade time. And then after the time lines up to where I want it to be, then I'm looking for the price. What's that price level? I'm looking for one of our VWAP levels, one of our historical levels, or that's what level is. It's a historical VWAP. I'm looking for something like that to be hit before I enter in. So if I look over here, I'm looking at either this 2-hour level or this daily level or this weekly level. That's what I want to get in at, right? Just like over here the day before on Friday, where would I want to get in for the trend to the downside? This daily level over here. It hit over here and then it turned right over. I'm not looking to get chopped up all the way through here, which is what I did last Friday, which is what was
Mm.
stupid of me. I'm not looking to get chopped in. I should have gotten in at the 2-hour levels here, wherever the price came, hit down those 2-hour levels. I should have had limit orders in if I want to go long, and then limit orders into short whenever I'm getting up to these levels. Peter, like that's the game.
That is the
Perfect
game.
entries is about getting in either directly on those horizontal levels, those historical VWAPs, or at time frame changes. Right, and that's what I should have paid attention to. So on Friday, Peter, you remember for MNQ, what are the times usually that trends start? Around
10,
what
12,
times?
2.
10, 12, 2. So at 10, I didn't get it. 10, I did not get my trend. Well, it actually might have. If I did my limit order over here at 10 o'clock, I would have been in that long. Like an idiot, I didn't. I waited to see. Oh, I was worried because before it dropped over here and it came and a near miss and blah blah blah. And I convinced myself otherwise.
Okay,
So
but
instead of taking
no,
one sure trade over here, I decided, oh, I'm going to be a smartass and I'm gonna try to catch it when it confirms. So over here, I go in, it gets rinsed out. I get again, Wix rinsed me out. Whereas if I just set my limit orders to where I needed to be, I would have been in the trade without any problems.
okay, but it's okay to miss trades.
No,
You get so like all up in your you got all you get a stick in your butt when you miss
careful, young sir, careful.
you miss you when you just okay, there'll be another trade. And if you missed it there, then you don't start chasing it. You just like, okay, I'm done.
Well,
Move
that's what I'm
on.
saying. What I'm giving myself grief about is
Yeah.
that I know my rule. My rule
Mhm.
is only enter in at the perfect levels.
That's right.
And for some reason, I decided, I'm hot stuff. I did $5,000 on the day before. Let me just keep this thing going. Let me just top off these accounts with another 5,000, get the max payout, and let's end the weekend strong. I got some tickets to buy.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I'm
You
so
got that
stupid.
so stupid.
Especially since the Thursday before, I did it exactly right. I wait till the right time frame change, I wait till the right levels,
Mhm,
and I short
mhm,
it all the way
mhm,
down over here. Okay,
mhm.
great. I'm not. Look. I be, look. Perfect entries. Whenever I say perfect entry, I mean an entry at the levels, specific levels, or time frame changes. And wherever there's a time frame change and a level near at the same time, perfect. None of that happened this time, right? We had the time frame change that happened on Monday night would have been at 4 a.m. And gone are the days I'm waking up at 4 a.m. in order to take a trade. If you think I'm bad, full face sober on a Friday, you can imagine what happens when I roll out of bed at 3:30 trying to catch the 4 a.m. move. No, thank you.
Well, you're not fresh at 4 a.m.?
No, I'm rolling out the bed. I'm going to make this worth it. I got to stay up for the next 16 hours. I better make this worth it. And then I just failed it. But as you saw over here, people might have thought, hey, we're going bullish. And it just completely gave up the ghost and fell. But even this falling wasn't great because it fell down and then and in here you had like a time frame change. It falls down and then it reverses basically the entire way. It comes all the way back up to the same levels I was at. Chop, 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 chop. So we're coming in today, and I'm like, you know what? We're starting. We had our two levels that we could have aimed for, which is, and because it was a half day, we only had the overnight session. We didn't even have the session VWAP because of how TradingView calculates things. So over here, there was a level here to target. This is the daily level to target, and I guess I could have anticipated that it might have come up to over here. I just don't know how to trade the data when we come off of a half day or a holiday or whatever. I'm not entirely sure how that works. When I look at past days like that, it
Mhm.
doesn't give me like high conviction that I should take a trade like that. And so here, if it got up to over here, fine, I might have shorted, but over here, I wasn't feeling too comfortable. So it fell, fine. Then we had here's so I'm still expecting chop. I'm still expecting oscillations around VWAP, and this is what we got. Another sign here, Peter, of danger is when we get near misses, right? We talked about this before, where I say if I was in this trade for a take profit, I would set this as my take profit level and I would aim a couple of ticks beforehand. Why? Because this freaking stuff happens all the time where it reverses halfway and then it goes back to where you need. I don't need a heart attack every single time I'm trading. Take my take profit early. But even though I didn't take any trades there were trades to take, right? So after we broke down here below, so this we're looking at 2-hour blocks here, right? Every line here is a 2-hour block. You're looking for perfect entries here. And after this dump, we did get a perfect entry right over here. Right at 3 a.m., there's a perfect entry over here where you could have limit sold and held this over the next 3 2-hour blocks down to the take profit line, which is to be expected, right? This is what I love about these levels, about using VWAP in this interesting way, about using time in this interesting way. Peter, when you look at this chart and you see this entry over here and then an exit where it exits right over here and that's where it bounces, are you surprised to see this now?
I mean, not anymore. Not anymore. And for
And then,
everybody who's out there trying levels, they're not they're not surprised either.
right. And where, even as this trend happens, where do we, in the next 2-hour candles, you can imagine over here, some people go long and then they get rinsed out. And then you could imagine some people over here, they miss going short because they're too nervous, or they do go short and this is all they get. But if you get the highest entry, the perfect entry, then you could hold. Even if you did it over here, then you could just hold. And I just love that. Perfect entries, you just hold. What I'm risking is just my risk amount, and I don't have to worry about it after that. It either succeeds or I lose the least I can lose. And then over here is a perfect entry for a long. Where did that long go to? All the way to open and went all the way back up. Where did it go back up to? The previous high for that same session. It just retraced it. That also you could have entered. Then when this price came, this candle pushed down. There's a 15-minute candle. It pushed down where? To below this VWAP level. If you wanted to, at the next candle open, you could take a short. And this short would have paid off down here. It would have paid off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did it reverse? At the next 2-hour candle. At that 2-hour candle, it decides to go back up. Where? It goes back up to the VWAP level created by that 2-hour candle. Yes, it continue going on after that, but you can't depend on that, right? You can't depend on that. This trade is more of a certainty. Enter in here, exit over here. Once it broke above this next 2-hour candle, again, we're just going the next 2-hour candle again. Where did it fall? From the open of the candle to the line. So then you could go limit long over here. What direction? Up, because this is the next level we're being called towards. And where does it stop? At the 2-hour. At the 2-hour candle. And if you short it from here, you could short down towards this level. What level? The 2-hour VWAP, a mitigated level. So it's chop. Yes, it's chop. But when the chop happens, you could just bounce between these 2-hour levels and pick up some shekels as you go along. Is it perfect? No. But if you're going to trade it, hey, there's your roadmap. Or you do like me, and you take option number 4, which is no trade. Option number 1, full trend. Option number 2, partial trend. Option number 3, chop. Option number 4, no trade.
I love it. Simple, clear. And we're going to be repeating this over and over, folks. You're going to have to learn this. You're going to have to understand this. Levels, we've been describing it as a VWAP indicator, but it's actually far more than that. Levels is taking VWAP to the next level. I know you're sitting there thinking, I got a VWAP indicator. What do I need this levels indicator for? Did you see what he just explained? Does your free indicator do that? No, you don't. You have to try the levels indicator. And if you don't, I will find you. I have a special set of skills. All right. Do it. Do it now. Secretprofit.com. Go ahead. Do it right now. Okay.
Last thing I want to bring up to people, this is a little touch base for the Sacred Profit folks. If you haven't logged into your Sacred Profit dashboard today, if you're a first-time user and you log in, guys, we've changed it. We've changed it some right now. We've had some feedback from people who've used the platform and some people who want to use the platform. So now you get 14 days where you can try everything for free. You go sign in with the email address.
Wait, what? What
14 days free. 14 days free.
So I get access to all the indicators, even the premium ones?
All the indicators, even the premium ones, even the Telegram group, everything.
Okay, so when I'm looking at your videos, I'm watching your videos, I see this levels indicator, I see the levels and all that stuff. I can go and get the full thing right now. I don't have to dish out any cash.
Correct. You go to sacredprofit.com, you click on the button on the top right to enter. Once you get here, literally right here is the button, install flagship indicators. It won't install the entire library of Sacred Profit and all that. There's 40 plus indicators in there. You don't have to install all that if you're not interested. If you're interested in the ones I keep talking about on the show, you press this button, add all to TradingView. If you didn't enter your TradingView username, no problem, baby bird. It'll ask you for it. Put your TradingView username. You click on that, and within a minute, it's already added to your TradingView account. You just go back to TradingView, refresh your browser, and you have access to indicators. Go use it. Because I figure, hey, people could probably make a few $1,000s off the bat. Like if you watch the videos and you understand and they get what I'm talking about, if you have any history of trading, you're like, I just needed this in order to elucidate what I'm seeing in the markets, you can make the entire fee for the year for Sacred Profit in a trade. So I'm like, hey, why don't I just give people the keys to the kingdom to do that? I keep telling people I want you to make money so you can give me your money. So go ahead, use the tools, make money, give me your money, and let's make these things better and better day by day. So it's all ready, all prepared for you right now. You can go right now to sacredprofit.com and sign up for free.
So why only 14 days? Why don't we give them?
Because any more than that, and you're freaking moochers, okay?
Okay, but if they're gonna make their money and then pay
Excuse me, if 14 days is not enough, you know what they can do? They can act like an 18-year-old trying to get to an adult website and sign up with a different email address. Okay?
Oh, I see.
And if you want to do that every 14 days, you go for it.
Okay. All right. Does AI help you with this stuff?
More than 14 days. Yeah, of course. It helps me with everything. You think I'm going to be doing things by hand? What am I, a farmer? No.
Folks, before Tom was an expert professional Pinecode developer, he worked building websites. He was a web programmer building websites. So
I wasn't only building websites. I was building software. I was doing all kinds of extra things, Peter. I don't know. It was more than just a website builder. I wasn't one of these.
Oh,
just a.
I'm sorry.
Look, I'm not trying to besmirch people from my former industry, but I started off as a web designer 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I ended as operations manager for a boutique design agency. Let's not minimize it, okay?
And you you code and have coded indicators, premium indicators, making more than $10,000 a month.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're seeing here at Sacred Profit is a combination of your expertise with website building, with software development, with marketing, expert in marketing, and then now developer for Pinecode, all coming together, and now you're using AI. I mean, you must feel like you're preparing your whole life for this moment.
This is my birthday. I didn't know you're going to be handing out handies today, Peter. Yeah, of course.
Pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed by what you're building.
Great.
I gotta say,
yeah.
Handies. At first, I think you said candies, and I was like, whoa.
All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for our show today. We'll be back tomorrow with even more revelations, because we want you to learn what I know, so that you can make money and so that I can make money too. That's what we're here, folks. For you to make money and for you to give some of that to me. That's what this all is. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter, for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.